Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the Let Me Introduce You series. The Let Me Introduce You series is where I get to chat with some of my favorite authors and hopefully let you get to know them just a little bit better. Some production houses and things like that as well. So without further ado, let me introduce you to
your favorite Canadian.
Yes, Miss Natasha Madison. Would you please introduce yourself to us, please?
Hi, I'm Natasha Madison, who's having a really bad hair day because I completely forgot about this interview until it popped up on my calendar. And I write some spicy books.
So how or when did you realize that you wanted to be an author?
I didn't. Never. I'm like still today. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. So
Really?
honest to God, never thought it could come up, never thought it was gonna happen, never expected it to happen. It was literally a dare, and I did it thinking that I would be one and done, and then I would move on.
So how long have
And
you been writing?
It's gonna be it was just I think 6 years, I think, or 5. No. 6 years. I think.
Okay.
I should look that up. I know it was in July when I published my first book. That I know. But what year?
The years just flow by because I
I
have that
know.
I
I mean,
have that same problem when I'm calculating. I'm like, wait, how many is that?
well, and then I'm like, what year are we? What
Right? That
year
too.
is this? I mean, because
So
2020 was so 2016. So 6 years.
okay. Okay.
6 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Time
Nice.
goes by when you're having fun, I guess.
I I guess so. So is writing a full-time job for you or do you
It
have
is.
another life?
No, I had another life for about 3 years into it, and then I just couldn't keep up with the two.
Okay.
And I remember going in and telling my boss, and I'm like, so I'm gonna like September, and then I'll just come in one day a week to do like the accounting and stuff and teach you how to do like kind of my job. And she was like, she literally thought it was for a month. She goes, "Why? I thought you were just leaving for a month and then you're going to write a book." And I'm like, "Yeah. And then after that book, I'm going to write another book." And
We're gonna
then
make this a
after,
thing.
yeah. And then another book. So she was like, "So you're like leaving?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of what I meant when I said, I'm leaving at the end of September and I'll come in once a week to like, help you out." Yeah, so she thought it was like just for a month, just to finish a
Wow.
book. Yeah. Good times. Good times.
So, what type
Yeah.
of books specifically? We know you're in romance, but what
Yes.
subgenres do you kind of dabble in?
So I mean, I'm more of a sports romance, and then I have my small town. I threw in a couple of dark books because, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. So threw that in there. And then I have some romantic comedies also in there. So that's always fun. So yeah, I think I pretty much touch everything that has to do with romance except for historical, which I know people love. And I have so many author friends that are like, you have to try it. And then I did it. And then I spent an hour searching wagon out like floor plans to see how they would set up the
A
bed and
wagon?
like is there a
Okay.
couch and like they shower, like they have to boil the water. I was like, so they don't shower every day? Like immediately no. They like cannot do it.
That's just too much research, right?
There's literally too much research, and then he's in the hay and he's bleeding, and I'm like, but why is he in the hay? So I just listen. I get it. It's a huge genre. I just can't get into it. So
So are you traditionally published, independently published, or are you a
no,
hybrid of both?
God no, nobody wants to publish me. I'm an indie author. Nobody's even touching that.
No, not at all. No
Oh,
aspirations to be traditional at all.
ugh, I don't. Well, I don't. Probably not. I kind of like doing my own thing, if that makes sense, and like
Mhm.
setting my own timelines and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
I don't know. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, I
That's
still
fine.
yeah, I still
We
think
love the independent author here. So
yeah, I still to me I'm like people are actually reading my book, so I can't even like yeah. I
nice.
think
Okay.
I'm an indie author. I'm a small indie author. Small fish in a big pond.
So you're an author, but are you a reader?
It pains me to say this. I was much more a reader before I started writing,
Hmm.
which now I refuse to read a book while I'm writing because then I'll be reading this
Mm.
book and be like, oh my God, like this is, and then I'm writing and then I'm like, oh my God, this is a great idea, but it's not a great idea. Somebody already else had that idea and I just stole it from them. So
So we don't do that here. No, none of that.
we do not do that here. So I will only read my own books when I'm writing, which gets pretty
Okay.
boring. And then when I'm between books, I'll read, but then after I'm like, I get so tired and I'm like, I don't want to read, which sucks because I really miss it. I
Okay.
really, really, really miss it.
So being independent means you have to do almost everything yourself. So are you editing or do you like outsource that type of stuff?
So I have two editors, two proofreaders, because God forbid, heaven forbid, and I still get. Was this even edited? Send.
So I've got to know, do you read your reviews?
Oh, all the time. And like, what's funny? No word of a lie. I read the bad reviews first.
Oh, okay. So you're not
Yeah,
super sensitive. You're like,
I
okay,
mean,
I could.
I like, what can I do? So I started reading the bad reviews to help me get better, but I just found out that people were just bitter. So there's literally nothing I could have done. Like, I hate this whole book. I hate this person. So nothing I could have done would have been better for this person. So
Uh-huh.
I always read the bad reviews first.
Wow,
Always.
that
I
is so
love the
interesting.
DNF at 81%. I'm like, dude, you went 81% and
Yeah,
DNF? Like
no.
you could have held
Well,
on for 19%.
I've
Nine
done it. I've done that. I've done that.
81%. That's like a lot of time wasted.
But see,
Or
normally,
a DNF at 81% and a 7,000 word essay. I'm like, dude, you wasted a lot of time on me.
okay, so well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You hated it that much that you went to 7,000. Like that's 6 chapters in my book. You could have finished the book.
Oh my god, my face hurts right now.
Yeah,
Because I feel so called
literally.
out with that. Yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
actually done that. Not with one of your books, no. But
No, but like the thing is like I don't kind of take offense to it
Mhm.
because not everybody's gonna love my books. Fuck, I don't even love like there's like a couple of books that I refuse to read because I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? I will never read that book again.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
love
I
that.
get it that not everybody's gonna love my stuff, and I'm okay with you shitting on the book. But then if you're gonna shit on me personally, I'm like,
Yeah, no.
with
See, that's
7,000 words.
right.
I
That is
mean,
crazy.
and I'm
So
like all for having a discussion about it. I'm
mm,
like, tell me what you hated.
okay.
I'm all for that. Yeah,
Okay.
no, so I usually read the bad reviews first. That's always fun. It's
I love
always,
that.
yeah.
So where do you find inspiration for your storylines?
While I'm driving.
Just randomly looking out, or
Yeah, literally,
you
because
see
you're
stuff?
driving, right? You're driving,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like kind of like your kind of meditation mode, which you shouldn't drive meditating, but like
No.
it's just like your head's not working and you're just like, doing the same route you're always doing. And they're like, oh, wait, that's a great idea. Oh, in the shower. Yesterday in the shower, I was like, that's how I'm going to end the book while I was washing myself.
Nice.
It wasn't that kind of ending
Oh goodness.
that I was talking about. Just let's clear that up right away. 'Cause damn, that bad choice of words. Bad choice of words.
So are you a pantser or a plotter?
Before COVID, before March 2020, I was a pantser. I
Okay.
didn't even know what was gonna happen in books. I was like, I knew
Yeah.
the one thing that was gonna happen, and then I worked to it
Mm-hmm.
and then away from it. And then I remember writing Only One Kiss. And I remember just writing words every day because that's kind of what I had to do. That was my job.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember sending it to my content editor. And then she's like, can you talk? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I don't know what's going on in this book. And then I read it and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this book? Like, I have no idea. Like, what is going on in this book? It was like horrible. So I scrapped 52,000 words and started over. And yeah, I know. I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
wow.
book. Yeah, yeah. So because what the fuck was going on in this book? Like, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to literally plot chapter by chapter. So now, even before I write the book, like I know I write the blurb, always write the blurb before I write the book. Always.
Wow. So
Yeah.
do you like writing blurbs? Because that's like
I
one of the things
mean,
that I hear that people like authors
they
don't like to
hate
do or
it.
writing blurbs.
I kind of like it's like fun because like I know what the book's going to be about.
Mm.
And then sometimes I'm like, wow, this blurb is nothing like this book. So maybe I should go and like edit the blurb,
Change it? Okay.
change it a bit. Like not what and then I have to plot chapter by chapter before I even start it. So I do the blurb. I have to have a cover.
Mm.
I need to have the cover. I'm so visual that I can't do anything without seeing the picture. And I also do a Pinterest board because I literally need to know where they live, what their bedroom set looks like, what their kitchen looks like. I am what they wear to work. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm like their wardrobe is done, their house floors, which then one day I was like on this website and must have signed up for something because the real
Mhm.
estate agent messaged me and wanted to know what my budget was for houses. And I was like, I think I done fucked up somewhere because I'm actually writing a book and I was just looking at like houses in the area.
Oh,
He
goodness.
never got back to me. I don't even. Yeah, that was.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and then when I was writing my This Is series, which takes place in New York, I
mhm.
used to get like daily New York real estate for like $1 million
Mm.
penthouses, and I'm like, there's no way that this like unsubscribe. How do I unsubscribe?
But it helped. It helped with the
It helped.
atmosphere of the
It
stories and
did.
things like
It
that.
did.
So
It did.
I was
Yeah.
definitely here for that. So are
Yeah.
you salty, sweet,
I'm
spicy, or
so
savory?
salty. I'm salty, petty. Good God. I'm 47. You can't get saltier than me. Um, yeah. I'm sweet. I don't know. Corinne Michaels will probably say I'm not sweet at all. I'm friggin' so salty that Uh, I'm a
I love
nice
it.
person, or I think whatever.
Mhm. That's fine. I love that you can openly admit that you're salty, that you're
Oh,
petty and they're salty and
oh,
all of that.
100%. Like I was discussing, we were in Italy last week because my husband was there for work and I tagged along and we with his boss and I'm like, if we get divorced, like I'm burning all his shit like live. Facebook Live. Like, and nobody's gonna want to date him because I'm gonna be like the horrific ex-wife that I write about. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the like everything.
You're gonna be that one
And
that's like he's no
I
good.
think my oldest son kind of takes after me because him and his girlfriend were discussing like if you break up, what would you take? And he's like,
Mhm.
I would take one screw from every single appliance that you have. And I'm like, what?
Wow, that is so
He's like,
random, but petty. Yes.
I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, one screw. One screw is gonna off balance everything. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
yes.
I'm salty and I'm petty.
Love it. So, what is your
Hmm.
perfect writing environment?
You know, I was in Italy, like I was saying last week, and I had no kids, no disruptions,
Mhm.
no nothing. And could not write because it was so fucking quiet.
So obviously we have to have
I had
noise.
to I apparently I like to have noise and I like to have my kids coming in every 10 seconds asking me questions when I'm like, I'm writing. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. Music? What kind of music are we listening to?
So again, when I start the book, there's always a theme song.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I always pick a theme song for the book. And
Okay.
then I slowly work my way out of there. And it kind of annoys my middle son, who we shared a Spotify account.
So you mess up his
Because, like,
playlist all around, don't you?
not only that, like, all his friends are like, oh my God, did you get your top songs of the year? And they're all like country heartbroken songs are his top of the year. And he's like, Mom. And then last year I was on Spotify, my audiobook. So like
Mhm.
and I used to listen to them in the car. So I was like, my top artist was Natasha Madison. And I'm like, you're welcome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Are we snacking or drinking or how's
Well,
that going?
so I know like a lot of people write drunk, edit sober. I don't do both
Mhm.
either. I
Okay.
was like, I mean, if I'm drunk, I'm having a good time. I'm not writing a story.
You're not thinking about words.
I'm
The
not
characters
thinking
are not
about
talking to
words.
you.
I'm
Okay.
no.
I love that.
Yeah. And it's kind of hard to snack because like your fingers get dirty and then you're typing and then it's just so much better to enjoy your snack.
Mm,
I'm a food person. I like to enjoy my food.
okay. Okay.
So yeah. So mostly drinking water or iced coffee or
Okay.
coffee.
Are
Yeah.
you a must have coffee before
I
interaction
must
in the
have
morning?
coffee with that before you even attempt to ask me anything. Like, and it's so my husband makes me coffee every single morning.
So sweet.
Yeah, well, he knows better. So, he gets up before me all the time, and, like, when
Mhm.
I get up, I'll roll over, grab my phone, and just message "good morning." Like, I'll text him "morning," and that's
Oh,
code word
for coffee.
for "where is my coffee?"
I love it. Love it.
And but
That's
nowadays, I'd be like, "So did you sleep well before?" I'm like, "Can you bring me my coffee?" So it's, like, kinda, like, nice and then salty.
see. So let's talk about some books. How does diversity work in your worlds, in your storylines and stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, do you include diversity into your worlds, into your
So
stories?
here's here's the thing. Like my biggest fear is offending anyone.
Okay.
Like the biggest thing would be to offend anyone, even if it's stupid little thing
Mm-hmm.
that would kill me. Like I wrote This Is Wild, and
Okay.
he's a recovering addict.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of research that I did for that book, making sure that I went through all the steps,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that I didn't kind of like make a mockery of it, like if that makes sense. Like I
Yeah, it
never
makes total
wanted
sense.
someone to think that I would like choose it as a joke.
Okay.
So it was like the most nervous I've ever been with a book. And I made sure that I even got recovering addicts to read it to
Okay.
see that I didn't like, because I would never want to offend anyone.
Okay.
So,
So you
but
do employ sensitivity readers when you take on sort of hard topics or
yeah,
diverse
yeah,
topics.
I think that I think it's for me, especially like offending anybody or hurting anybody's feelings. Like I'm salty, but like not a mean salty.
Okay.
Unless we're getting divorced, and then I'm like flat out.
Right.
There's no sensitivity here.
Right.
So
Understood.
yeah, yeah, like there's some topics that like you try not to touch because you don't really know much about it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you like people could turn around and be like, what do you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like what, like you live a privileged life, how would you know how it is to struggle from whatever it is? So
Mm-hmm.
I think not offending anyone, like you can hate my books fine, but like I don't want to offend you while you're hating it.
Okay. Alrighty. So what do you think about trigger warnings? Especially in contempt, because you write contemporary, and
Look at
a
did
lot
you
of people
did you
say that.
hear the sigh? Did you hear the sigh?
Yes, yes.
Ugh.
This is why I'm explaining. So a lot of people think that trigger warnings should be kept for dark romance, which you don't necessarily write, but
But
you do have some
my
heavy topics that you.
Hell and Back, I did put a
Mhm.
trigger warning in because that
Okay.
was my second book, and people were like, "Oh, you got to tell people that." And I'm like, "It's called Hell and Back. There's no rainbows and butterflies or glitter farts. Like
Hmm.
it's literally in the topic. You're going to
Hmm.
hell and you're coming back. Like hell is not a fun place. It's not. There's no
Right.
carousels. There's no magical ponies. It's dark and gritty." Um, and I do touch there's some topics that I really touch, and I don't think I've done a trigger warnings.
Hmm.
And I mean, I think there's like a couple of them, like in Southern Chance, she miscarries, or she like at 20 weeks, I think she miscarries. And I
Hmm.
didn't put that as a trigger warning. And then there's a kid that has cancer. I didn't put that as a trigger warning.
Right.
But it's in the blurb. Like it's literally in the blurb. If you were
Hmm.
not going in blind, well,
Hmm.
I don't know what. I know for This Is Wild, I did put the Serenity Prayer at the beginning,
Hmm.
but I don't really do trigger warnings. I know I'm gonna get smacked.
No, 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 no. I mean, it's one thing to not do trigger warnings, but it's another thing to be like, no, I don't believe in trigger warnings, and I don't think there should be trigger warnings. It doesn't
Oh,
sound like you're saying that. It sounds like you're saying, yes, there may be some triggering stuff in my stuff, but I don't specifically write them type thing, which is
yeah.
fine.
I
And
I don't think I've ever written a trigger warning, and I get some people really need them. And again, I would hate to offend someone by not
mhm,
putting a trigger warning, but I've never put a trigger warning. So it's not like something that, I did and I stopped doing, or I started doing.
Mhm.
And then, like, let's be honest, everybody's triggered these days. There's triggers for
true.
everything.
This is true.
She made me laugh after she cried. She made me cry. Trigger
Right.
warning.
Mhm. But it also sounds like you're not saying that, you're against like
Oh,
reviewers or other
no.
people writing them out or,
Go ahead.
mentioning things that go in your books.
100%.
So,
First of all, as a blogger or a reviewer, I
mhm,
can't tell you what to write.
right.
And I would never tell you what to write because that's your honest opinion. So I wouldn't tell you not to. Like, I remember once somebody reviewed one of my books, and like, we were really good friends.
Mhm.
And she messaged me and she's like, I'm really, really scared to tell you this, but your book wasn't good and I'm going to give you a 3-star review. And I'm like, okay. She's like, well, I don't want to. I'm like, it's fine. She's like, I won't like post the review. And I'm like, why? Post the review. That's how you feel. Like, there's nothing wrong with
Mhm.
how you feel. There's nothing wrong with what you said. It's your personal opinion. And nobody should be able to tell you not to post the review
Right.
if it's your personal opinion. Like, so we got over it because I wasn't even offended to begin with. I was like,
Right.
could be worse. You could have DNF'd it at 81% and wrote 7,000 words
On your dislike for it, and I would have been
on
fine.
my dislike for it. And there's like, to this day, there's one reader. She reads every single book of mine, hates every single book of mine, hates it. And I'm like,
But continues to read.
why haven't you given up already? Like, why? Stop reading me. Like, it's a sign we shouldn't be together. Every single book. I hated this book. Shocker.
Oh, my goodness.
Shocker.
Oh, wow.
Shocker.
Wow.
Yeah.
The fact that you can identify that person and
Like,
not
seriously, every single review. Hate this book. Hate this book. Hate this book. Why are you still here? That's like going to a restaurant that continuously serves you undercooked food and gives you food poisoning every single time, and yet you're going back. Why? Go away. No soup for
find
you.
something new, right? Exactly. So what made you write 3 hockey series that connect so much? Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have time today. I need to know.
So so here's the thing. I think that everybody's in love with this family.
I
I
do
don't
love
even
the
think
family.
it's
I do
it's
love
the
the family.
family dynamics. It's the family. It's like everybody's dysfunctional family
Mhm.
is there. So everybody can kind of relate to, and there's always drama with families. There's always nosy people. There's always people giving their opinion. There's always shit that shouldn't be said, and you're gonna have a family member that says it. And welcome
Right.
to my family, because my family in real life is 100% that. My grandmother, God bless her, 97-year-old woman. She's 97. She's from Barbados. This bitch will tell you if you've gained even 5 pounds, and she'd be like, "Where did it go wrong?" And I'm like,
Oh,
"What?"
wow.
And she's like, "What are you doing? Like, why'd you gain so much weight?" And here I am thinking I look in the best shape of my life, and this girl is like, no,
No.
you don't. Yeah, no, you don't. But this is also the woman who reads every single one of my book that I get print. She gets the first
Mhm.
copy, and she'll
Oh.
like be like, "Well, the beginning, nah, not so good. The middle, better, better." Thanks for that. Are you the one with the 81% DNF and like
I know.
7,000
I was
words?
just about to say, is that your reviewer right there?
Uh, no, but funny story. Funny story. My daughter gives me 4 stars on my books on Goodreads.
Oh,
4
that's
stars.
sweet. I mean,
No,
they're obviously
I
honest.
pay her shit. I don't give a shit. 0 fucks to give about that one. the book wasn't even like the book wasn't even out. Like no arcs were out. Like it was like not like in the middle of being edits, 4 stars. Who's this person? And I see my daughter's name. I'm like, motherfucker. We were in the car.
She just snuck in the office and got a copy of it.
Well, no, I sent it to her. But in the car, I was like, Erica, did you give me 4 stars? She goes, it was a good book. It wasn't your best, but it was good. And I was like, okay. Okay.
I love that your kids are so honest with you.
4 stars on Goodreads.
They're keeping you grounded.
Listen, I remember once I was on Oprah's list, like best books of whatever. And I was like, oh my God. I mean, let's be honest, Oprah didn't really do the list, but whatever. I was on the list. I'm freaking out and I'm shaking. And they're like, are we ordering dinner? Are you making dinner? Like, it's 5.
Who cares that this famous person puts you on the list? We're hungry.
1000%. Or I made USA Today. Good job. Are we eating in today, or is it? It's yesterday we had tacos. So what? Today's Wednesday. What are we doing? Like, are you making pasta? Like, I guess, yeah.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, I went viral on TikTok. Who wants Starbucks? Anybody wants Starbucks?
So do you think you'll ever branch out from hockey as a sport?
Okay, I say this with the utmost respect to everybody who likes baseball. I'm going to claw my eyes out if I ever have to watch a baseball game again in my life. Okay?
So I take it you've only been to one.
One game in Chicago, 2 hours, end of the 4th inning. What is going on? Why are we still here? Why is there a 7-inning stretch when there's 2 more innings to go? The game is done after 7 innings. The game is done. Can we move it along? America's pastime? Oh my God.
And your thoughts on football?
I mean, they run back and forth. I don't even like. There's some good looking ones. There's some good looking ones. So, funny story. Again, I found this model on Instagram and I was like, oh, I couldn't find his name. I had no idea where he was. Searching for him, and somebody's like, oh my God, I think he plays like for Kansas City.
Okay.
Don't I try to slide into his DM and ask him, is this your picture? And if so, where can I purchase it? Like, also, he never messaged me back. So what's up with that?
Oh, so how much control do you have over your book covers? Because you have some hotties that are on there.
1000% all of me. All of me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Except for that player, right?
Tom Kelsey is his name. Kesey, I don't know. He plays for Kansas City.
Okay, let's change gears here. So if you could make, now I have three different categories, so you can move things around here. But if you could make one of your books into a movie, which one would you pick?
That's like saying if one of your kids.
Well, I'm gonna let you pick 3 of your kids. So
out of 50?
Movie. Yeah, we're gonna need a movie, a TV series, and a limited series. So
Hollywood series. Oh no. The Love series would be my limited series.
Okay.
For sure.
And TV show?
TV show, I would have to go with my hockey series, I think.
Okay. Because we can get plenty of seasons out of that.
Like, we're already at season 50.
Are there more books in this series? Because the last book is This Is Forever. So are we
1000% no. There's 4 more. No.
Oh my God!
Did you not read the end of this?
I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't read it yet, but I'm just
Well,
like
yeah, because
title.
it's not out yet. Oh, the This Is
Oh.
Forever. Okay. So no, This Is Forever is the spin-off. There's Made for
Okay.
You. That's the next spin-off.
Oh goodness. Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
know. I
Oh.
know.
Oh gosh.
Same. Girl,
Okay.
same. And then
Okay.
I think
Who are we doing for your movie?
yeah, the Southern series.
Okay.
Yeah, the Southern series. Although it's like a really huge series. So
It is. It
prob-
is. So where did you get
probably
inspiration for that one? Because that's
um
set in like Alabama, isn't it? And you're
I
Canadian. So
never so here's the thing.
mm,
I did the mistake once of naming a town and then I got you don't even know the town because there's not even mountains here. And I'm like, I Googled Edmonton and there were mountains in the pictures. So please refrain from sending me these stupid emails. So from then, unless I know, like New York City, I know New York City, I refuse to name a state. I don't do that, and I don't do birthdays anymore because then they're like, I don't understand. In the last book, he was 12, and then in this book, he's 17. So I don't do that either. I don't do names of places or ages. They're whatever age you want them to be.
I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. All
Yeah.
righty.
Yeah.
So, well, you picked a series for the movie. So we can't really, but you do Pinterest. So which
I do
book,
Pinterest. Ooh.
which book can we fan cast? I like to do this.
Ooh.
Give me one of your books and then fan cast the
Well,
main female character, the main male character.
well, no, because if I'm gonna do for fuck's sakes.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
We can't like pick
well,
one of
well,
those.
with like kind of like with hockey, I always base it on a hockey player, and I don't know if hockey players act.
Mm,
They're not
this
soccer
is true.
players. That's right, I said it. All you soccer lovers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Alrighty. So well, let me see. I really enjoyed. Let me go to my little list here. Um
Oh dear, a little list after $50. That does not bode well.
well, I have been reading for like the last like what
A
I've been
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
like for the last couple months I've been like concentrating on your books, and I want to say which book is Vivian's book? Vivian's book. Vivian. Who is her?
This Is Love.
Okay, so let's fan cast This Is Love because I've got to know. Who do you pick for
Oh.
Vivian and our main male character?
Oh, well, she would have to be French. So I have
Does
no
she?
idea because I don't know.
Does she, or does she just have to
I
speak
mean,
French?
a little bit of both. I mean, definitely do not buy her a fish. Do not buy her a fish. She's not one that she does not. No bueno. Um, I wouldn't even know. I'm gonna go to my Pinterest board right now
Okay.
and look at who I had
Okay.
for
Yes.
this. This Is
Yes.
Love. I don't think I had a hockey player because he was a goalie.
He was the goal.
He was a goalie.
Okay.
And
okay.
so I have nothing but well done suits, and I have nothing but I have a fish bowl, a beta fish.
Yes.
I have a beta fish, and I have really cool outfits. So there's not even a hockey player. There's a lot of dresses.
Wow, because she was always
She was
beautifully
always,
dressed
of
to the
course,
nines.
always. Is there a Vivian without being dressed to the nines? There is
No.
not.
No, there is not.
There is not.
So wow, we didn't fan cast it. That
I
is
know.
wild. That is wild.
I mean, she has to have black hair and blue eyes. Because that's who I saw. Like, that's what I thought Vivian would look like.
Okay.
And snarky. I mean, but it's acting, right? So they can probably act it out.
Mm-hmm.
Could Blake Lively do a French accent?
I think she has in something in the past.
I mean, so let's go Blake Lively because she's
Okay.
beautiful and stunning, and
Mm-hmm.
she looks like she would, and she's snarky and funny on her Instagram. And let's do
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, so we're gonna keep the couple
As
together
I guess
as
so,
our
yeah.
goalie.
But
Does
he's
he look like a goalie though? Could
does he
he be a
look your does
goalie?
he look like he's Greek? Absolutely not. There's not one part of him that looks Greek. He looks like no. Who looks Greek? Maybe a Jason Momoa, but he doesn't even look Greek. I don't know who.
I'm trying to think. I'm just
I know.
hmm.
I know.
I think we should just take your cover model from
I
that because
know.
I liked
Oh yeah,
that look.
he was very much European looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And when I was thinking Greek, I was like, that yes,
yeah,
that those
1000%.
dark hair,
Yeah,
olive
the dark hair, the
skin.
olive skin. It was like
Yeah, he was giving me
perfect.
Greek. He was giving me Greek.
Also, he's a stock photo. So can you imagine how long it took me to find that fucking stock photo?
Is he really?
So before This Is Forever, all my covers were stock. All the men on my covers were stock photos.
Wow. So they
Yeah.
cut them out and then superimpose them onto the backgrounds? Is that how
Yeah.
that works?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
Like this is crazy. He's if you look closely, he's in a shower. Like there's water dripping all over him.
That is
And
amazing.
this is wild. He was on a beach.
Oh wow. See, now you're gonna make me go look at these covers even
Yeah.
closer. That is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Even the next one Made for Me, if you see a sand on his chest, he's on a beach.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, it's fine. I'll put that they were on vacation. I'll write the sand in there somewhere.
So what 3 authors would you recommend others to read?
No.
Yeah, I'll make you choose
No.
your friends. Yep. We're going back to the
Oh.
MySpace days.
My God. Tom. Then I picked Tom. I pick Tom every single time.
Who else are you putting in that top 8? But we're only doing 3.
Jesus, I don't even. My God, MySpace. Tom. Fucking Tom. Where is Tom nowadays? God knows.
Living his
I
life
think
up.
is he
He sold it to Jason or Justin Timberlake. So that's who now
MySpace?
is currently owned by Justin Timberlake. Yep.
And what's he doing with it?
It's
That's-
like a music platform now, from what I
That's
understand.
like a bad investment on his part.
But MySpace was the jam. MySpace was the jam.
You've done fucked up when you bought MySpace. I remember like you could have did like special graphics and like have music playing in the background. And like if you actually realized how to do this, you were the shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is very
I
true.
couldn't like the amount of times I had to Google how to like put colors on that page.
Your coding wasn't up to
My
standards.
coding was not up to par. My coding was not up to par.
Oh my goodness. So 3 authors.
Friends. Oh.
Yeah, I see you tried to like
I know. I tried to
distract
divert.
me.
Yeah.
No distraction.
For my
here.
husband, all I had to do was show my breasts. And then distraction was over.
That might get me in trouble.
So funny story. I don't even know if I should say this story, but like one day he was like really not listening to me. Like I'm like cooking and I'm trying to talk to him and I'm like, you want a blowjob? All of a sudden this bitch he knew was what?
Oh my God.
Now? I'm like, oh, now we hear. Now we're paying attention. Now we hear. Fucking take the garbage out. Did you not hear that? Selective hearing. Blowjob, sex. You want to see my tits? Like it's like code words. It's like, dogs, the train, who's at the door? Like,
Yeah. Yes.
blowjob? It's like, what?
Yes. Yes. That distraction did not work. I need 3
Nope.
authors, ma'am.
Oh, well, here we go. Time to get offended. Time to offend some people. Let's be honest. Nobody's going to listen to this part. They're like, this bitch is talking for 50 minutes about what? They've bounced out already. If you're my author friends, please stop listening now. Well, Kristen Ashley, because I mean, she's Kristen Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Need you say more?
Okay.
Aurora Rose Reynolds.
I didn't say you had
I
to
know.
give reasons.
So Aurora Rose Reynolds, because she was the first author I actually reached out to. And it's so funny because we still have the text thread.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was as dramatic as I am in Everyday Now. I was back then. Because I was like, I know your book is coming out on March 3rd, but I'm going to be on a cruise and I could die without reading your book. Will it be here earlier? Literally use those words. I could die at sea.
Wow.
On a Carnival cruise. Nobody's dying on a Carnival cruise.
This is true. This is true.
And she sent me the book.
That's always nice.
It was Until Lily, still my all-time favorite book. And then why? Why?
I'll just say it for you, Corinne Michaels, right?
Yeah, okay. It has to be her. Oh my God, wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be the best if you said that and like she came into the chat while you said it? Like that she was behind the curtain or something? Like the Mighty Oz, and like, when you throw the curtain open and it's actually, or you're Corinne Michaels and she's pretending.
So for those that may have enjoyed this laugh fest right now, when and how can we see you in person in 2023?
Good luck. No.
You don't have anything planned? You're not going to any signings?
I do. So right now I'm doing Holiday with the Bells in February in Dallas. I'm doing the one in Boston, Talk Books, in April, I think, or May. I don't remember. And then I'm doing my besties actually doing Readers on the River. And I'm literally riding her coattails all the way to J.R. Ward's house if they let me in. Literally. Nice. I will be outside, like looking in, like, hi guys, let me in. While Corinne is inside closing the drapes to make sure nobody sees me.
Alrighty, so I have.
Okay, I have to ask: have you laughed this much with anybody else? No. Just say no.
No.
Yeah, no. I know.
Actually, I've come close, but no. But this has been so much fun. This has been a lot of fun. So I have 4 random questions that I picked out of card decks. Okay.
Ooh.
So don't come after me if they're wild and crazy. If they're political, I'm going to switch it out. But
yeah, because again, Canadian, no dog in this fight. But,
and I don't do politics on my channel.
Also, we have our own issues. They have Justin Trudeau very good on the eyes, tits on a bull. So let's just throw that out there.
Alrighty. Would you rather go 30 days without your phone or 30 or your entire life without dessert?
Good God. I know my son is calling me. I would say 30 days without my phone, but then my assistant's trying to break into Canada. Right there. Let me in. Okay, no phone, but do I have my computer?
No, no, it says no
Oh,
phone for 30
no phone is
days.
not your computer.
This
So
is
I just
true. You loopholed
so
it. You
I
loopholed it.
loopholed it.
Alrighty.
All up
Would you
here.
rather? Another would you rather? How do I get two would
Hmm.
you rathers? I don't know. Have your head be too big for your body or hands that are too small for your size? So tiny head,
I mean,
tiny hands or a big head.
my head is already massive because my ego. I can't even fit through the door. I have the biggest breast I think in the world. So like I guess I'll go with tiny hands. Like
Okay.
that it makes everything bigger.
Your husband might like that. No.
Mhm. Yeah. Baby, you're so big. Meanwhile, I have like miniature hands. I can't even grip it.
Alrighty. What's one bad habit you're trying to get rid of?
Jesus. Sarcasm is not one of them.
Oh, we love sarcasm.
What's one bad habit? Oh, I wish I had a cleaner desk. Like
Mm.
my desk is 17 feet high at this point. Stuff is just like piled on top of it. I walked by it the other day and I'm like, yeah, that's on my to-do list. And then
Yep.
I'm like, oh look, squirrel. So there's that.
And our final question is, have you ever been bitten or attacked by an animal? If so, how?
Good God.
Yeah, told you they were random questions.
Yeah. Define animal. Exactly. Humans are animals as well. Uh,
I did not ask for a kinky story.
I knew, well, no, but I know some female dogs out there that can attack. Did not finish at 81%. Wrote 7,000 words. Um,
Oh.
oh, I hate birds.
Ooh.
Like I like the fear that I have of birds is like on
Mhm.
another level. And I was in Venice and I swear these fucking birds smelled fear because they were all around me. They're literally
Oh.
like flying, like waiting to fucking. I was eating dinner on top of like a
Oh.
little bridge, all nice and romantic, and there's literally a
Mhm.
bird floating right next to like. So yeah, probably birds. I fucking hate birds.
Mm.
They're the worst creatures in the world. I don't care what you say. Come at me, all
I
you
would have to
people bird
agree.
watching.
Right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
would have to agree with you on that
And
one.
they're like, what do you hate about them? I'm like, they could literally take out your eyeball and like not even care. Like pecking at you. I do not do birds.
This
And
is
then
very
once
true.
I was in Italy and we were like 12 people and I was sitting down waiting for the train, minding my own business. And I swear to God, like the bird and I made eye contact and he just like took off. And I literally ducked down like somebody threw a bomb. I was like, like literally on the floor, like so birds, yeah,
Wow. Birds. It's a bird thing.
birds. The
Well, thank you,
birds of a
Natasha.
feather flock together.
Well, thank you for spending a little time with me, letting people get to know
Thank you
you
for having me.
and everything like that. And we'll see you soon. Woo, okay, that was Natasha Matson. And oh my goodness, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. She had it right. I haven't laughed like that in quite some time. I love getting to know authors on this more personal level, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there's a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel, my interest form for the Let Me Introduce You series is down there, as well as an author suggestion form. So go fill those out if you're either one of those. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in another video.